Things are a little bit techy today, so I'm going to go ahead and add my screen and do some of the things that I normally have already done. I'm going to present my screen here, so just give me a second. Something went wrong, and I'm just kind of fixing it there. All right, let's get started. So welcome to the Real P&L Trading Show, where I share my real P&L on 4 accounts and share my proprietary safe wheel strategy for free. And technology came in today a little bit. All right. Audio sounds good. Thank you, Will. I appreciate that you let me know the audio is working and that my camera and everything is set up properly. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is let you know, post any questions you might have. I always like to get the questions in before I end the broadcast. Sometimes you got some questions come in and the broadcast is kind of already over or ending. So I appreciate that. And I appreciate you guys' feedback, letting me know everything's working on the tech side, because originally it wasn't. All right, let's get started here and talk about the earnings edge. This is my earnings edge account here. You know what's interesting? You can see that I don't have any open trades on, right? Because the P&L is not changing anywhere. So that's one way to indicate. And let's see how the account's doing. I didn't make a trade last week. There was nothing, when there's no trades to make, I don't make them. So the opportunity's got to be there. So my net lick is 11,101. It should be the same as last week. Yeah, 11,101. And the last trade I made was a couple weeks ago. MU made $360. Since I started trading this new 3.0 update in 2025, my record's 6-1, 85% win rate. I don't expect the win rate to be that high continuing going forward, but it's actually doing quite well. My average win 978, average loss 516. You can see I'm up 73% this year to date. That's crazy, like I don't expect it to continue to be that high. I do expect it to make money and be profitable. On that, let me put SPY. What's SPY trading? 572.87. 572.87. So it's higher than last week. Looks like the S&P 500 is down 2.16% in 2025 based on SPY. Also looking at the earnings edge, you can see in 2022 vastly outperformed. 2023 was close to the S&P, and then 2024 way under the S&P. But so far this year, outperforming just by a little bit, 73% versus -2. You can see the total since I started trading the earnings edge. I'm up 122%. The market is up 23%, 23.27 since the beginning of 2022. Okay. So not a lot to report on the earnings edge. Let's talk about the PL5 Pro. Let's see if I can go into that account. That would be this one. And my net lick, 490.593. 490.593. 490.593. So it's up about 3,000 this week. The PL5 Pro, my goal is to make money in all markets. I started trading this on July 19th, 2024, and it started with 403,907. In 2024, I made 64,000, up 16%. The market was up 6.65. And in 2025, I'm about 4.7%, and the market's minus 2.16. So outperforming the market again this year, I'm up $22,000. So I turned 404,000 into $490,000, and that's been 6, 7, 8, about 9 months. So doing pretty well, up 21% in a 9-month period. The market's up 4.35% in that same time period, this 9-month period. So the PL5 Pro is doing what I expect. It's outperforming. It's making money in every market. We're in this grind down right now, and the PL5 Pro is performing well, as expected. Let's see. Let's talk about the PL5, right? This one's specifically designed to outperform the S&P 500. This is just the PL5, not the PL5 Pro. I started this on July 16th, 2024. with $30,000, and I'm up 10.22%. That was in the month. That was in the year of 2024. Market was up 3.94. So far this year, let's see what the P&L is. I can't share my whole account or it'll give my account number. If someone knows how to show like an account value in Interactive Brokers without sharing the account number and it shows my net lick, let me know. I used to be able to do it, but they changed their platform. So 33,417, 33,417. So this year, 2025, I'm up 1.06%. The market's down minus 2.1. So I'm outperforming the market by 3%. And like I said before, the PL5, the way it's designed, it'll draw down with the market, but it will outperform market, or it should, based on back tests and forward tests. You can see overall, since starting on July 16, 2024, I'm up 11.39%. The market's up 1.7%. So the market's basically flat, and I'm up about 11%. So vastly outperforming the market with the PL5. And I keep the drawdowns low too. What's good about these systems is the drawdowns are a lot lower than the S&P 500. So if you can nominally outperform the S&P 500 and keep your drawdowns low, you got something really good there. All right, let's talk about the safe wheel. What's going on with that? Let's see if I can get into that account. Safe wheel. Here's my trade history. Let's see, trading LI. Let's see what the net lick is. 5717. 5717. 5729. So just a little bit down, maybe $10 from last week. And you can see how the safe wheel is done in 2022. I vastly outperformed, 21% versus minus 19. Underperformed in 2023, 24% versus 5%. 2024 underperformed quite a bit, 23% minus, and I had minus 14%. The S&P was up 23. Now, so far year to date in 2025, the safe wheel is up 4.32%, and of course the market's down minus 2.16. So total since 2022, and I've pretty much made every trade live on YouTube in this account, except for the calls that I buy every Friday for $5. And I'm up 14.34%. The market's up 20.61%. So nominally, the market's outperforming a little bit, but I get about half the drawdowns as the S&P. So on a risk-adjusted basis, the safe wheel is outperforming by a little bit. So those are the numbers. Let's talk about trading the safe wheel now. The first thing I want to do is look at my put hedges, my hedges. First question on this one, I have my put hedge. I got my 3 longs. The question there is, do I own 200 shares? No, so I don't cash this out. Next question is, how many days in trade is it under 100? No, it's over 100 days, so I don't need to do anything there. And then the next one is this 22 strike close within 70% of 2627, which I'm sure it is, but we can run the numbers. 22 divided by 26.26, and it's 83%, so it's well within range. It's got to be within 70%. So this put hedge is good, nothing more to do with that. I have this long call just to protect this put hedge in case maybe there's some type of takeover and LI goes to $80 or something crazy like that. I have this little $5 call that I buy every week. So my hedges are good. I don't own any shares, so I'm not looking to write a covered call or anything. I'm just, my hedges are good and I don't own anything. So I'm going to sell a put, and let's go to the trade tab. I'm going to sell a put on LI. See, this is not connected here, so let me put LI in here. And I'm going to do something that expires at the end of this week. And I'm going to sell a put. I want to get at least 26 cents. The 25.50, I could get 26 cents probably for that one, and then I like to go one back if I'm still out of the money, which I am. So I'm going to sell the $26, and I'm just going to sell one of those. Looks like the mid price is about 47 cents or $47. Sell one of those, and that filled. So now I just collected another $47. ABC, always be collecting. That is the safe wheel. I'm always collecting premium. No matter what is happening, I'm collecting premium. That's one thing I can do with the safe wheel that you cannot do with the traditional wheel. I know a lot of, well, I know of some that are probably caught in the wheel right now where they've, maybe they're holding 5 positions. And all 5 of those positions are down and they can't sell any premium. They're just stuck. They're probably down 15, 20, 30, 35, 40% on their portfolio, and they can't do anything about it. So I've seen that occur with the wheel, and it's occurring right now in this grind down market for probably a lot of people. Okay, so that is the safe wheel. Pretty straightforward, I hope, by now. Been doing this for 3 years, every week. I don't know if I've ever missed a week. I don't think I have. Okay, so any questions or comments? Appreciate, Will, that you taught me, that you showed me that the audio is good. Less is more. I see your screen here. Your voice fine, great. Yeah, when I hit the go button, it gave me an error this morning. I was like, okay. So I had to reset everything. Mad Mike says, hit that like button. I'd appreciate it if you hit the like button. That would help out quite a bit. Also, if you are a trader, an options trader with $125,000 or more in your trading account, I have a live masterclass coming up on Saturday, March 29th. That's next Saturday at 9 a.m. Pacific time. And I'm going to go over the 8 obstacles that you must overcome to find your trading edge. And if you're selling options, well, I think if you're selling option premium, you've kind of figured out a few things, but there's still a few more things to figure out after, just because you're selling premium. Does that mean that you are going to be profitable? Does that mean you have an edge? That's what I ask you guys. If you're selling option premium, do you have an edge? If you think you do, type yes in that chat. I'd appreciate and I want to see what you guys say about that. And I'll talk about it a little bit. Will says looking good, meaning that my tech is working. Will says, how long do you need to beat the market to consider that you have a good track record? 10 years? I would say 3 years. I'd say 3 years is a good track record. But you might not encounter all of the market types, right? You've got the bull, you'll probably encounter a bull. The sideways, you probably encounter a sideways within any 3-year period. And then you have the grind down, which we're in right now. And then you have the crash. So a crash comes every 3 to 5 years. So you may not experience a crash. So that's why I say 3 years, but actually I'd like to see you go through all 4 market types to see how you perform. So that would probably be a better answer rather than like a set time frame. This is more the ABC aspect of your wheel is truly unique compared to others like spring farmers. Their real strategies get stuck in the mud. Right. And eventually, if you, let's say you're going to use 5 positions, there will come a time eventually where all 5 of those positions are going to be stuck in the mud. All 5. You're not going to be able to sell any premium. You're going to be stuck. And how long? I don't know. There was the lost decade, between 2000 and 2010. You're trading the wheel strategy. It's possible you got caught in that thing for 10 years and you never sold premium, and you were just down. for 10 years waiting for the market to recover. Because the wheel is a bullish strategy, by the way. It is. A safe wheel, not necessarily, because we have the hedge. Will, is your edge insider trading? Don't mention it, no. Insider trading is not one of the 8 obstacles to overcome the edge. So, no, it's not that. But, you know, selling premium does have an edge. So it does have an edge. Selling premium does have an edge. But just because you're selling premium doesn't mean that you're capitalizing on the edge. It just means you're on your way, right? You're getting closer to capitalize on the edge, on that premium seller's edge. So that is the edge, but how to capitalize on it, there's things that can be done that I'm going to go over on Saturday, and I'll show you that what needs to be done to capitalize on that edge. It's not necessarily that that edge doesn't exist. It does. But how to use it and how to capitalize on it, that's where people can go wrong. Just because you're using the edge, you're selling option premium, doesn't mean that you're capitalizing on that edge. So that's what I'm going to go over on Saturday. So hopefully you guys will join me there. I've worked probably 1 to 2 months every day on that presentation. So it's going to be, I hope, very good for people to learn some things. You know, it's kind of like taking stuff out of my brain and trying to make it as simple as possible for everyone to understand. So hopefully I did that, and that's what we're going to find out on Saturday if you guys come in. Okay, I don't see any more questions or comments, so I'd like to say in parting, if the P&L is not real, what else are they trying to conceal? I'll be back next week. I appreciate you guys.